Golf Tournaments 101 was first published in 2012. It's a book written with the sole purpose of being a planning guide for any charity or fundraising organisation interested in raising money by holding a one-day fundraiser golf tournament. Everyone who has written a review has given it a 5-star rating. The second edition is a 2018 publication and includes even more tips and money-making suggestions. There are many pitfalls and mistakes that can be made when running a fundraiser golf tournament. All the information and guidelines Golf Tournaments 101 has to offer will make the journey to a successful and more profitable event so much easier. So, why not buy it now? You'll find it on Amazon.com, Amazon UK, Amazon Europe, and Amazon Australia. Hi everyone, I'm Mel Lewis, and I'm a member of the PGA of New Zealand. From 1993 until 2007, I was the golf tournament director at Braemar Country Club in Tarzana, California. In those years, our tournament team assisted hundreds of charities raise millions of dollars by holding one-day charity fundraising golf tournaments. It's my pleasure to bring you this presentation outlining my fundraising guidebook. This PowerPoint presentation gives you an outline of the contents in the book's 19 chapters. Step by step, it explains how to use golf as a fundraiser, and that you don't have to be a golfer to run a charity tournament. If you've read any of my blogs on planning a one-day charity fundraiser golf tournament, then look at them as being just the tip of the iceberg. Golf Tournaments 101, the second edition, is full of much more detailed information and many more guidelines. I believe it's unique because there's not another book on the market that contains as much information to assist charities raise money through golf. The second edition has over 35 downloadable tools. These Excel and Word files will assist you in your pre-tournament planning as well as guide you throughout tournament day. So, let's get started. Chapter 1. Putting together a successful charity fundraiser tournament. Here are some of the points this chapter covers. How much planning time is needed? Choosing a suitable golf course. A list of details to discuss. Setting a tournament date. Determining tournament day's food and beverage requirements, and importantly points out why signing a contract is very important. Chapter 2. Forming your committee. Appoint a tournament coordinator. Find people who will be motivated and dedicated to your cause. Shows the subcommittees you should set up. Chapter 3. Setting your budget. There's a sample work file displayed in this chapter setting out some of the possible income sources along with expenses. It's a work tool you can modify for your own use. Chapter 4. Sponsorships. This is definitely one of the most important chapters in the book. It highlights their importance, suggests where you might find them, and also shows examples of sponsorship fees and costs. Chapter 5. The 2 PowerPoint presentations. The first is to help you, and importantly, without all your committee members having to read the book, it quickly goes through all the chapters explaining and showing them what needs to be achieved. The second presentation is just a fun way of showing any of your committee members or tournament players not familiar with golf a little about the game. Chapter 6. Timelines. Countdown to tournament day. 1 year out from tournament day It suggests timelines for setting up committee member meetings along with tasks to be discussed. Then takes you through the timeline of tournament day, from pre-registration right through to your awards dinner. Then takes you through your post-tournament wrap-up. Chapter 7. Tournament Marketing Materials. This chapter asks, will your players be a young group that communicates with text messages, emails and social media, or is it an older group who might respond more to direct mail and newspaper advertising? Suggest sending out save the date cards as soon as the tournament date is set. There are 2 helpful work files. Both can be modified for your own use. One is a trifold brochure, the second a player entry form that you will find really helpful. It even suggests that you consider a tournament website. Chapter 8. Your tournament players. Building your player list. This chapter contains helpful guidelines and pre-made Excel files to help you do that. Per player entry fee. There's a scale of charges in this chapter that could help you determine what to charge. Also covered are player perks, pro shop discounts, and dress code rules. Chapter 9. Pairing list forms. Your host club's tournament staff should take care of all your tournament paperwork, but first you'll need to supply them with all your player names along with how you want them put together into teams. This chapter shows 5 downloadable files to choose from, and they're all set up to help you do this. Chapter 10. Celebrities in your tournament. They can add prestige to your fundraiser event. Including them is a great way to upgrade your tournament, create more exposure, and make sponsors more inclined to become involved. Chapter 11. Tournament formats. The most popular format in a one-day fundraiser golf tournament is the 4-person team scramble. The rules are simple to follow, and a lot of excitement and fun can be had by all. This chapter devotes a page illustrating the rule sheet players will use. Chapter 12. The Polish Peoria Handicap System. After golf, as your tournament players come in off the course, in all likelihood, the club's tournament staff will gather and check scorecards and then process your tournament results. But if you're left on your own, you're covered with my Polish Peoria easy-to-use handicap adjustment system. The handicapping worksheet file is ready to download, and using the system is fully explained in this chapter. Chapter 13. Tournament competitions. This chapter explains how the popular money-making buy-in-to-win discounted competition package works, and the advantage of selling it to your tournament players is fully explained. Also, rules for all the many different on-course competitions are included in the chapter. Some competitions can bring in more dollars because players pay to compete in them. How that works is also fully explained. Using the suggestions in this chapter will definitely bring in additional fundraising dollars. Chapter 14. Putting contests. They are a wonderful and profitable addition to any fundraiser tournament, and the fee to play brings in additional dollars. This chapter explains how some of those competitions are played. For example, the 1-hole, the $10,000 2-hole, the Italian meatball, the 2-person 6-hole, and also the highly recommended money-making 6-hole contest. Player participation in this competition is usually high, and being able to pay and play it more than one time brings in even more dollars. So, if possible, this is the one to use. An explanation of how the green for the 6-hole competition is set up is also detailed. Chapter 15, Team Trophies and Prize Winners. This chapter takes you through what to consider when working out how many trophies and on-course prizes your tournament will need. It suggests how to decide the number of team prizes you should consider. It gives money-saving suggestions on the quality and even suggests the size of trophies you should award. Prizes for all the on-course competitions and putting contests is also covered. Chapter 16, the Golf Marathon. It can be a great way for any charity to raise funds with only 15 to 40 golfers. It's an event that's quick to put together. How it works is fully covered in this chapter. As an example of the money that can be raised, this chapter explains how 30 golfers can quite easily raise over $16,000 and have fun doing it. That should make reading this chapter very worthwhile. Chapter 17, Companies that could add value to your tournament. If you feel you need help, there are companies that specialize in different aspects of fundraising golf tournaments. This chapter suggests some that could help you. For example, a professional tournament planner, a tournament hosting company, a promotional marketing company, trophy and awards suppliers, and professional golf tournament photographers. Because of where you're located, and if any of the companies featured in this chapter are not available to you, a Google search should find you the help you're looking for in your area. Chapter 18, Golf Venues, Private Country Clubs and Public Courses. Tournaments can be hosted at both these types of venues. Nothing beats the prestige and amenities that a good private country club can provide. However, having said that, I mean no disrespect to the many beautiful and professionally staffed public courses that are available and waiting to serve you. This chapter lists the most prominent golf course management companies with multiple properties across the USA. Chapter 19, Resources and References. This chapter contains the list of over 35 downloadable Excel and Word files, plus the 2 PowerPoint presentations, and a list of websites worth spending the time to explore. Also, there's a glossary of simple golf terms. The final slide. Thanks for watching and staying to the end of this PowerPoint presentation outlining the second edition of Golf Tournaments 101. I trust you found this little glimpse of charity fundraising through golf interesting and worthwhile. The second edition is available on Amazon.com, Amazon UK, Amazon Europe, and Amazon Australia. I sincerely hope you will purchase my book and know you'll find it a worthwhile guide in assisting you in the planning of a successful charity fundraiser golf tournament. Thank you.